Shabbat Shalom, Israel Shalom. Before we begin, Ka'ala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rukah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. So today's video, not really a lesson. I'm just going to two spiritual dreams that the Most High had gave me. One being at the beginning of June, and the second one was like 3-4 days ago. But my most recent dream, it was so real, it ain't even feel like a dream. It really felt like it was real life. And they both had something to do with chariots, you know. And the word innerly called the chariots UFOs, as in, and that meaning is just unidentified flying objects. But when you read the Bible, it literally tells you that the UFOs are called clouds or chariots, you know, just the most high vehicles, you know, being controlled by angels. And so let me get into my most recent dream. I'm out in my front yard, and I'm just looking at the clouds, you know. Every time I go outside, I'm always looking in the sky to see if I see a chariot, you know, seeing a sign from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. But what's crazy, even in my dream, I was doing the same thing. And as I'm looking at the clouds, I see this huge chariot just fly across the sky, just boom, through the clouds, though, you feel me? It went through the clouds, but this chariot was so huge that the 3 kids that was playing in my neighbor's yard, they even seen it. They was like, did you see that? Did you see that UFO? Did you see that UFO flying? I still remember this shit like it literally just happened, you know? And I was like, damn, man, ain't no way I just seen this big chariot just fly right across my face, because, you know, clouds don't really be that far up in the sky. You know, they be kind of like midway or whatever the case may be. So it just and when it came by the first time, it ain't zoom through, it ain't go through that fast. It just and I was like, yo, I ain't never seen a chariot this big. You know, on social media, when you see chariots, they be kind of small, or, you know, or whatever the case may be, man. You know, the chariots come in all shapes and sizes, but this chariot was huge. Like, I ain't never seen a chariot this big. And even in real life, I seen one this year, but it was very tiny because it was very far off in the distance. But we could tell, me and the other Akis, at the count, we could tell that it was a chariot. Just going on. Oh yeah, before I continue, I want to bring out the Book of Wisdom of Solomon real quick, because the people in the world and stuff, man, they ain't looking for the chariots to beam us up, you know. They don't even know if the chariots coming to bring peace or to destroy this earth. They don't even know who controlling the chariots, you know. So this is the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 2. And it reads, he said, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked it for. So once again, man, people in the world, man, they ain't looking for us to get beat up by chariots, you know. They looking for a white man coming out of the sky to save everybody, and to save everybody from this world, man. When that ain't true, you know. The Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is coming to say the hopeful elect, man. He coming to say the elect, you know, and he coming to destroy this place. He ain't coming to save everybody that Christianity preaches and teaches. He coming to destroy the other nations, man, destroy the wicked. But he coming to save the elect, you know. So I'm gonna read verse 2 from the top again. He said, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, you know. So it'd be strange to them that being beaten up by chariots, you know. Only the hopeful elect is praying and keeping that faith that we get beaten up by the chariots, you know, that we get beaten up by the Most High, you know, and get saved from this wicked ass kingdom, you know. He say the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they looked it for. So, you know, only the hopeful elect and the men of the Lord, man, we the ones that's keeping that faith and praying and hoping that we get beaten up by the chariot, man, when the time comes, you know. So I just want to bring that out real quick. So like I was saying, man, the little kids, they looked at me like, did you see that UFO? But I ain't say nothing back to them. I just put out my phone and started recording. Cause I wanted to show the bros the Akis from my account, the Akis in my account. I just seen this huge UFO. You know, I mean, this huge chariot. So the chariot ended up coming back again, and I'm recording it. And I recorded, came back through the clouds. Whew. Then it went in my backyard somewhere, but I lost it in the clouds again. But it was so big, it's down there, evaporating the clouds, making the clouds, split. Cause it's so huge. So I'm just so amazed of this. So like I'm just amazed how big the chariot is. Then it came back. But this time when it came back, it was a helicopter chasing it, as if the government was chasing it, because it had caught everybody eye how big it was. So when it came back through the clouds again, through my front yard, and then next thing you know, you just see it coming, and it kind of like crashed. I say it crashed because it wasn't no stable landing, but it had crashed or landed in my neighbor's yard to the left of my house. And like in the movies, when something crashes, it keep going like this. And that's what it did, but it ain't crashed for that long. It probably went like 5 yards, maybe 10 the most, and it stopped, right before it entered into my yard, And so there was a black man. It opened up the little, how it got like the little glass thing or whatever it be, one of those chairs, And he opened a little glass thing, and he walked out, and he had on a garment, but his garment was purple. And I said it was an angel because it was a black man. He had a beard on, and he had like a mini low fro, like as if he just started growing his hair out. And he was walking towards me, but when I seen a chariot slide into my yard, I kind of like ran up to my porch or got on my porch so it wouldn't hit me, So the man came out, the man opened the thing up, and he started walking towards me, and he came up to me, he said, "Come with me." And he literally did his hand like that towards my forehead and started rising me up. Me and him start rising up out the ground. But as soon as my toes came off the ground, I jumped up out of my sleep. The Most High woke me up. And the only thing I could think of, but like Most High just gave me a spiritual dream, like, and all the thing I could think of was Kahala, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh. I was just giving all praise to the Most High as soon as I woke up. Cause it was just very spiritual to me, how this angel just came to me and said, "Come with me," And going back to the scriptures, Book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 12, it reads, "If they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, as in a chariot, and their enemies beheld them." So the Most High saying that they heard a great voice from heaven saying, "Come up hither," but the angel came to me and said, "Come with me," and we started ascending up to heaven, just like it's saying right here. But we didn't get back into the chariot. We just started coming up. We just started beaming up right there, from off my porch. Me and him just started rising up because he had some type of spiritual powers to where he could do that. So I was like, man, so I had hopped up out of the sleep, man. But I wish that I could have stayed asleep longer to see what it what else would happen. But it's all the Lord's will, But it just felt so real because I literally was recording it on my phone in my dream. I'm trying to call the group chat, the count group chat that I'm in, but like I called them before I started recording, but nobody answered. But I really hung it up and I'm just gonna record it and show them, and just send it to them, so I can have the proof on my phone too. So but that was the end of that dream, I just want to bring some precepts about the chariots real quick. And this I want to get one Luke real quick, Salaki. Luke the 21st chapter and verse 28. Yeah, this verse, I start at verse 27. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 27. And it reads, and then shall they see the Son of Man come in a cloud with power and great glory. So it's saying Yahweh shall come in a cloud. So in a chariot, man, the Most High going to, even himself going to come in a big, huge chariot. And he say, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draw nigh. So, redemption just means action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil, and another definition was God's plan for the redemption of his world. And we know that his world that he's talking about is Israel, like it's in the book of Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. Let me get that real quick. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. And it reads, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. So it said Israel's going to be saved with the everlasting salvation. Not the whole world, not the other nations, not the wicked. It's saying Israel. And it say, ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded world without end, man. So Israel's going to be that world confounded without end, So just going back to the definition again, it say a thing that saves someone from error or evil, man. And that's what the Most High is going to do, man. That's what Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh is going to do, man. He's going to save us from evil, from this wicked ass place, man, from the nuclear missiles, man, and being destroyed in the lake of fire, man, and Esau wicked ass kingdom. So read verse 28 again. He say, it's the book of Luke chapter 21 and verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh, So, just like I was going into, man, you gotta lift up your heads, man, see that, that our redemption is near, man. And like I say, man, the people in the world, man, they don't think we're gonna get beaten up by the chariots, man. They think it's gonna be a white man coming out of the sky, man, to save all the people, man. Well, that ain't true, It's only gonna be Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh, man. He coming back with thousands of chariots, thousands of angels. They come to destroy this place, and it ain't gonna be sweet, It's going to be a mass destruction. I'm gonna go to the book of Psalms real quick. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 104. And I started verse 3. It say, who lived the beams of his chambers in the waters, who make up the clouds his chariot, who walk up upon the wings of the wind. So, man, he's saying the clouds is his chariots, Then the Most High chariot. He said chariots. He said, who make of his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire, man. So it's those angels that's driving and that's driving those the Most High vehicles as well, man. And I'm gonna go into the book of Isaiah again, the 19th chapter, verse 1. It's the book of 19, chapter 1. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse 1. So like he said, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Israel. He's saying that swift cloud, that is a chariot, once again, man. And he said it's coming into Egypt. We know that this is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, I just said in the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8. So, and it reads, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. So, so Babylon the Great, man, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man, is going to be destroyed, man, is going to be melted, in the midst of it, cause off the nuclear missiles, cause it's going to be the lake of fire. He's going to destroy all the wickedness, all the wicked people in here and over here, even the other nations, So yeah, I just want to get those praise on that dream, And I just go into my second dream. me my dream I had earlier this month. This dream, I was outside my high school. When I was outside my high school, I was playing basketball outside. We don't even have a basketball court outside, but so I was playing basketball. But you know how dreams be. And while I'm shooting basketball, I see this chariot making a shape in the sky, you know, and it was coming from my right to my left, making this huge shape. And I would just remember stopping and looking at it. The next thing you know, while I do that, I just see add some more chariots just come out of that shape. And as soon as I seen that, it kind of spooked me. So I ran into my car, and at this time, all hell is breaking loose, you know. Everybody's on 28, you know, it's called 28 bypass, where I live from. Everybody on 28 bypass trying to leave and trying to do something, everybody panicking. And it was, so while I'm driving, trying to get away, trying to get home, trying to go home, or I was heading this way. I took a left out of west side, so I guess I'm trying to head home. But it was a wreck. You know, it was a wreck, so it stopped me where I was going, so I couldn't go nowhere. But it was like these triangular shaped chariots, you know, and it was coming. And out the energy I got off from, it was not no good energy, you know, that was coming to destroy this shit. But it was this chariot. It was following me, it was chasing me, and instead of like, you know, when you get beamed up, you had a light or whatever it be, you come through the light. Nah, these chariots had claws, you know, it had like the little 3 claws, the little long arm thing or whatever it be, with the little 3 claws at the end. And while I'm in my car, it literally went through my car and grabbed me and took me. You know, as soon as it did that, it spooked me in my dream. So I had jumped up out of that one too, you know, jumped up out of that dream too. And I was like, yo, in the way. You feel me? To like it. But that was the end of that dream too. But it's just crazy because both of those dreams, man, both of the chariots came and took me up, you know. Took me up. Lord willingly, I'm part of that. I'm part of the elect, you know, Lord willingly. So like the Lord willing, when the time comes, I'm part of I'll be on the chariots with the brothers and sisters, you know. That's why I keep in that faith and that hope, man. Continue to do the works, and Lord willing, I'll do it to the end, man. To be able to be on the chariots, man, and be saved and inherit the kingdom of heaven, you know. So I want to get the book of Revelation, chapter 11. I think I want 13. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 13, and it reads, "In the same hours was there," he said, "in the same hour was there a great earthquake." And you know that great earthquake, that's the nuclear missiles coming to destroy this place. And he said, "In the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted." So he's saying, man, the remnant, even the elect, man, they're going to be frightened, you know, because that's what affrighted means. He said, "and gave glory to God of heaven," you know, to the Most High of heaven. So even the elect, man, going to be frightened, man, because we're going to be seeing, I mean, not we, but the elect, they're going to be seeing the chariots not chariots, but the missiles come and destroy this place, you know. So while you getting beaten up, man, you seeing those missiles drop, man, you going to be afraid, man, because you going to be wondering if you going to get saved or not, you know. So like I lost my train of thought. But yeah, and it say 1,000, the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. So, you know, as you see that you being saved, man, you inside the chariot, man, you're going to give glory to the Most High of heaven, you know. You're going to give glory and all praise to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah for saving, you know. And then you're going to be joyful, you know, because you had got saved rather than being destroyed in this wicked ass place. But that was just both of those dreams right there, man. Let me sure I got one more precept. Seem like you bear with me. Kinda might just be, yeah. So I'm gonna just go to the book of Joel real quick. I'm gonna finish it off with this one cause I feel like the Most High just gave me visions of what's to come. You know, it's the book of Joel, chapter 20, verse 28, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions." And I feel like the Most High had gave me visions right there to see what's to come, you know, and what He's going to do to His people. You know, He's going to save His people and destroy this place. You know, and both of those dreams, both of the chariots, so-called UFOs, they both took me. You know, they both chose me. So, Lord willing, I'm part of the elect. I'm gonna keep striving and keeping that faith and keep praying. Then I'm part of the elect. You know, and keep doing the works, man, until the end. You know, and just endure and overcome everything that come with it. You know, and Lord willing, man, I see the brothers and sisters in the ship. You know, but with that being said, Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Shalom to the whole free elect. Shalom.